Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180 and
The Fallen Fed. Hey guys, what's up?
It's 80s, baby. What's going on?
Yes.
I'm playing with myself.
you're listening to another episode of They're Not Dolls.
Quickie Mini 137 Toe Tuesday.
Wow. And we're joined with a very special guest today. If you guys have not listened to the Adventures in Collecting podcast, we have the one and only Erik from the show on with us today. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
So we've been trying to set this up for a while. I'm so glad you can make it.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I mean, it's you guys are awesome and have been so good to us over at Adventures in Collecting. This is the least I could do is hop on with you guys, and I'm excited to talk plastics.
Indeed. So, in case you guys don't know, if you guys haven't listened to Erik's show before, I would go out and say it's one of the most professional sounding shows out there. Really good listen. I'm currently in the middle of listening to your latest episode with Steve from Hasbro, correct?
Yeah, so we just had Steve Evans from Hasbro on. I know you guys just had Ryan Ting from Hasbro, which is awesome. And we actually just put out our holiday episode. We have Toy Shiz.
Oh, yes.
So
awesome.
Does that guy collect?
Yeah, you might have heard of him.
That's cool.
Adam doing the wipeout laugh.
That's cool.
That was good.
I love Jordan from Toy Shiz is great, and that's not just because my fiance shares the name Jordan. I actually love Jordan, and it's very interesting in my text messages when I mistakenly text the wrong Jordan.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, that could get. I'd imagine that could get kind of hairy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just all, why are you texting me in the middle of the night?
Yeah. What's up with these deep V-neck pictures?
So, before we go any further, Ernie, how are Chatmigos doing?
That's a cool story. I wish I could share that, but all I get to do is send the guy a DM. Hey, nice page. This guy coming out the gate with I text him.
Is Ernie suffering from some pre-holiday depression
Adam had to
tonight?
show him. He's like, well, I text him all the time. All right, that's cool. Well, you know who I talk to all the time?
too.
You know who I talk to all the time? The Chatmigos, because that's my family right here. What's up, Chatmigos? How we all doing today? Let's see those highs. Let's see those hays. Hellos. How's it going? Get away from your freaking family. Come join us. Say hi. Pretend like you're in a work meeting or anything. Actually smile. You don't have to throw on that fake smile. And let's get right into it. If you're new to the show because you're running away from everything, what's up? We're the Toy Migos. This is They're Not Dolls Quickie Mini. We're on 137. Your hour to get away from the world. We got a special guest going on tonight. So we got a lot to talk about. So first, you need to check in. How do you do that? You hit that thumbs up like I just did. If you're new, hit subscribe. Then hit the bell for notifications and hit all. Right there where it says say something, say it. Put it in, type it, say hello, say hi, how you doing? We're going to shout you out. You are now a Chatmigo. You are a part of the show as well, too. If there's something that's got to be said or a question answered, you see that money symbol right there? That's a super chat. Hit that. We will stop the show and we will go over your super chat. So let's get right into it right now as I'm going over everything. You know what to do. It's your time to share that the Toy Migos are live. Make your own post. Go copy ours. Share it. Love it. Tell everybody we're on. Let's go because it's almost the holidays and you only got one more day left of us. Yeah. And then we'll see if we're coming back. We'll see.
Dang!
Wow, that
I got a contract to do.
Dark real quick.
Just Jeff 45.
You don't just flip the switch. You don't know what to do.
Ernie has been the only one that has so many contracts. He must be the end of these 90-day ones and stuff.
Oh, for real. You got to keep it short, too. You do that for a reason.
No. He got the chocolate cake. We're good. We're good till next year, guys, for a whole other year.
And I got Costco margarita in my hand. Hold on. Let's do this.
The sample.
Yeah. Thankfully, my kids didn't drink all of this one, so I'm okay.
Oh,
All right, so here we go. Let's see. Just Jeff 45, the Wrestling Hound, East Coast Figs. Chad's in here. Captain McKay, Adam, I love that guy. Jurassic Jesse, I got my Christmas present. I love you too. Nick's Figs, Laser Pants, the One Fist. Let's see who else. Dorian's here. Ronald Ramos, Toying Around, the Butter Baron. Make sure and go check out Toying Around. Great guy, has lots of stuff going on. Say hello.
Oh, real quick before I lose that train of thought, when he used the word butter, I was like, yo, my man is using some 90s slang. That's what's up. And then he said something about Cheney, and I was like, all right, I'm lost. I have no idea what you guys are.
It's all butter, baby. It is.
It's all butter.
Winger loses here. Let's see. Jeremiah, Dark Bob, Dorian. We got Jeremiah G, Dorian G. I'm Ernie G. Dude, we got nothing but straight up G's in here. Speaking of a straight up G, 80s Baby is in the chat. Do you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
He's on the show. Connor Reviews, Born to Hua, The Glowing Ghost, EK, Thunder Crow, Aaron Clark, Kelly's here, Urban Spidey, Oreo Omega, Troy Flores. Let's see. Melodic 805. Nick's Fig, Stick Nick, Soul Brother, Punker Mike.
Yeah.
Let's see. Action Figure Boncho, To Catch a Legend. Sup. Mr. William, Play No Games. I think I said Connor Reviews. I'm pretty sure, but hello again. Adventures Collecting is in the chat saying happy birthday. Let's see.
Oh, did I miss it? Whose birthday is it?
I don't know.
Connor
I was trying to
Auto
see too.
Reviews.
Is it?
Yeah,
Happy
Connor Reviews said it was
birthday.
his birthday, man.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Connor Reviews. There we go.
And Freddie Garcia, Jurassic Jesse. I'll slide in those DMs all the time. Just slide right in.
Ooh, wee.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You tuned in to the
The
number one.
show
of them
just
all.
went from G to PG. I
Guys, I'm like choking back all of the thick Nick jokes that I'm thinking of in my head.
Or are you just choking? Because
Oh,
Oh! I got your back, Nick. I love it.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well,
Oh, now I get it because I was
Yeah,
gonna say because Nick is so skinny,
yeah.
but
yeah.
Ernie's joke, I get that thick
There it
Height.
is.
choking.
It's like me calling you Slim, you know, because I love when people do that.
The-
Oh
the-
yeah, I'm a fat guy. Call me Slim. All right.
Oh.
What? Yeah. What's going on with Todd McFarlane? Why is everybody saying that they're happy that I'm here to roast them?
Oh,
You haven't been on to talk about all sorts of Todd stuff.
yeah, he's been going wild. We saved the whole video to talk about with you. But before we get there, I kind of want to let our guest talk about his show and how it started a little bit and kind of catch everyone up to speed if they don't know who Erik is and what he does. So Erik, who are you and what do you do, sir?
sure. I'll give it the abridged version so that way we can get onto the actual like fun stuff. Right?
Okay.
So Adventures in Collecting. You can find us wherever you find podcasts. We're on YouTube. We're at AIC_podcast on Instagram. We started just over a year ago. So like we just celebrated our first year back in September. It's my brother and I do the show. He's 7 years older than I am. So like we have that cool like sort of generational gap between us in terms of like toys. So like I was playing with all the stuff that he loved when he was a kid, like, He-Man, Ninja Turtles, his old wrestlers and stuff. And, I kind of helped him, rekindle his relationship with those toys as I was enjoying them. So like we had this really cool relationship where like I kind of learned how to play with certain things, based on his input. And we've been toy obsessed our entire lives, big collectors and everything. And finally, mutual friend of the pods here, Dave from Zap Comics, he finally, along with a couple others, was just like, you guys should record the conversations that you're having. So that's what we started doing. And then very quickly, a friend of ours who runs a podcast network and kind of like a production company, non-productive, they realized that they didn't have a toy podcast in their family. So they asked us to join that. And that came with a pass to Toy Fair.
Yikes.
Last year. And he was like, by the way, we're a production company and we film a lot of B-roll for companies and we have access to Toy Fair. We've never had anybody, like we've sent people in the past, but kind of just casually, who were like, hey, you're interested in toys, go check out Toy Fair. But they were like, now that we have a podcast that covers toys, you guys should go and cover it. And we did. And that really kind of opened up the door for us. We got to sit down with Todd McFarlane. We got a tour of Lego. We met a ton of people at Jazzwares and Spin Master and Playmates and so on and so forth. It was an insane 2 days of just like 12, 13-hour days of just boots on the ground, knocking on doors and meeting people and having conversations about toys. And that coming out of Toy Fair, we then all of a sudden had these contacts and, we decided to start having interviews and, talking to more people. And thanks to, you guys and, we mentioned Jordan over at Toy Shiz and Khalil over at Caster's Corner. Like, you guys have all been so welcoming and helpful. And, whether it's sharing our stuff, giving us advice, tagging us on hot news and stuff, it has been an insanely wild 1 year, but like I couldn't be happier at the response that we've gotten and the opportunities that we've had. And it's just a blast talking about toys with, the people that design them, the people that make them, and engaging with the awesome toy community. So it has been a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. It's funny how you get that little push from someone that you wouldn't normally think to like, hey, you should do a podcast. Because the same thing happened with us. Like my buddy who I've known for years and years and years, he's like, have you ever thought about doing a podcast? And I'm like, no, not really. Why? He's like, well, my coworker does a horror show podcast. He's like, and like they have a blast doing it. He's like, and you're obviously all about this toy stuff. You should do a podcast. So I thought, and I'm like, well, who do I know that would be down with toys as much as I am? And there was only one man that came to mind right off the bat.
And when he wasn't available,
then I hit up the Fallen Fett. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I hit up Ernie immediately, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So, it's really cool when you get that little nudge from someone that you wouldn't think that, oh yeah, we should do this. It's really cool.
Yeah, and the thing that's been I would say has been the most fun about the entire thing is the actual like community itself. So it is just I've always been kind of like a lurking member of going on to these different pages and like reading about toy stuff. And I mean, like I've always kind of my guardrails have very much so widened since we've started the podcast. I'm collecting a lot of different things that I normally wasn't, but like it's so cool to see to like connect with some of these other collectors and to connect with the people that aren't like necessarily getting credit for designing the toys, but like they're the people that are behind the colorways and the paint apps and the sculpts and like their names aren't on the boxes, but they're without them these toys would not exist. And getting to meet and engage with those people too is just it's incredible. It's been so much fun.
Heck yeah. So since we're talking about people that make toys, I know the chat Migos want to hear Dario's hot take on Todd and his golden Batman.
Can I ask a question about Todd McFarlane before Dario rants for the rest of the show?
Absolutely.
I just like the pictures that were posted today of like the brown Batman.
Oh,
the
well,
promotional shots.
Let's
but
go.
Hold on, wait. That's the red one, is what I'm learning.
Yeah,
it's not another one.
No,
wait,
that's
what?
The brown Batman that was posted today is actually the red Batman.
All right, I gotta put money in some swear jars over here.
Yeah, no, like it's like I mean, like maybe I'm reading this wrong, but people that are posting it, it's the pictures of the stripper boots Batman, and it's the Batman White Knight red cover variant, but it's brown.
What the hell?
It says it's the red cover. That's the red one that they had previously shown that was like red. This one is
the
not
Target
red,
exclusive.
right?
The Target exclusive, right?
Am I going colorblind? Like that's not red anymore, right?
This is like khaki brown.
Right? It's orange and brown.
Well, maybe it just looks brown because of the blue in the box. Yeah.
There's like multiple pictures of it. There's pictures of it out of the box too, where it's straight up brown.
Well,
I also think that rooftop shot, that first one that we saw going back, when was that? When they put that red one out, whenever they were doing the
It's like 3 months ago.
yeah, it's been months.
McFarlane Con, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was lit to look more red than this, because it does look like the same figure. I think with the, the cool promotional light, like, just that light box light, I think it's looking more the color palette that's on that card.
I think this actually looks better, but you can't call this red. That's not red anymore.
No,
So-
it actually matches the card now. Like the other one was like fire engine, looked fire engine red.
I mean,
So what you're
this
saying is he
like,
was using
looks
red
more like
bolts.
Catman.
He was using red loom cubes to light it up in those
There you
promo
go.
shots.
Great.
That's
Now
the
we
same
got to pay
thing.
Johnny.
Loom cube money coming in.
Boom tubes.
Yeah, boom tube.
Dude,
money.
what the hell is this guy doing, bro? Like, he doesn't even care, yo. He doesn't even care. Look, I don't know what I was listening to. I can't remember. Oh, it was you guys when you were talking about McFarlane and how, like, Toshi was saying, it's great that he's putting out all these figures. That's cool and everything, that he's putting out the comic figures and all that stuff. Whatever, man. Rock on with that. But yo, none of these things, they don't scale with each, like, one is bigger than the other. They're mixed. I don't even know anymore, bro. When I get this stupid Kickstarter, I'm gonna kick it.
So here's my understanding. And again, like, this is literally, like, I'm not making any inferences. I'm not adding my own analysis to this. This is paraphrased what was told to me directly from them. So, like, that's all I have to go on, and then, like, what we see with our own eyes, right? So, straight up, Ty Butler, who is the toy photographer over at McFarlane, he started out there just as their toy photographer, and then started to give his feedback along with, like, the feedback that the community was saying when those first, the first wave came out, the one with the Batman, Superman, the animated Batman, animated Superman, right?
And the gigantic
And
Harley
then
Quinn.
I think she was in that wave too, and the two, like, armored Batman, armored Superman, right?
Mhm.
So when people first saw those, they're like, oh, these look cool, but, like, why did they not look good when they're standing next to each other? Like, why are they completely out of scale? And apparently the reaction was like, oh, people care about that? And at which point he was like, well, yeah. So he then sat down with Todd, with the designers, and they came up with apparently this, and we've talked about this, and I think other people have talked about it too, but, like, came up with this scale. So, like, came up with, like, basically like a reference drawing of all the characters to say, like, this character's this tall, this character's this tall, this character's this tall, so on and so forth.
So
I don't know what happened to that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't mean to interrupt you, but where on that scale sheet do they show that Bane is the length of a Robin?
No,
By
Yeah.
shoulder.
what happened was McFarlane said, you know what?
Of a Robin.
He can't be 7
What
inches
Robin
because
wide?
he's taken away from the sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's it. I don't want to sound like a what's the word the kids use these days? A McFarlane stan or an apologist. I don't know what
There
you
you
say. Like, it's the line to me is bonkers, because you have these extremely high highs. Like, when they nail a figure, they nail a figure. Like, there are ones.
There are definitely some winners in
Yeah.
the line.
Mhm.
Azrael was one of my honorable mentions for figure of the, like, top 10 figures of
Yeah.
2020. I love the Azrael figure.
Yeah, Azrael. I think the DC the Arkham Joker is fantastic. The Arkham Origins Deathstroke is fantastic. Like, great figures. So you have these like super high highs, and then you have like, again, this isn't DC Multiverse, but like you have that Liu Kang that they just announced, the shirtless Liu Kang that looks like the Kylo Ren, you know, the thick meme.
Yeah.
So like it's mind blowing to me how there's no like I feel like there's no mediocre with them. Like they don't make an okay figure. They either make a figure that is like mind blowingly good, or makes you look at your screen and go like, is that just the angle that I'm looking at? Or...
Well, you know what? It must be a DC thing because the movies and the shows are just like that. So I guess it all falls in the same company.
Yeah, I got no comment.
I was laughing about something else. I wasn't laughing about that.
I'm trying to find a picture of that Liu Kang right now because that thing's ridiculous. It's
like somebody who is a scruffy nerd just mentioned the Grodd in the comments there. Yeah, that Gorilla Grodd figure looks unbelievable, but like that falls into that category of where McFarlane excels, right? Like the figures that have like monster qualities to them. They've always made amazing monsters. Well, whether it's the dragons that they've made, whether it's the monstrous looking Fortnite figures, the movie maniacs, even going back to like those like twisted Alice figures that they made. Like they have always made incredible monster figures. So like it didn't surprise me when they announced, you know, Gorilla Grodd, that it was like, oh, this figure is going to be look insanely good. Like
yeah, it looks really nice actually.
And then, you know, next to it you have, you know, the Injustice Flash, where he's not proportioned correctly.
He's also yoked. He's been working out with Liu Kang.
He got bulls on his back.
Yeah. That Flash is, man, he's buff. He is, you know, he is not missing out on the gym at any.
Yeah, hey man, just like the picture said, I got your articulation right here.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, like this Flash right here is just, he's a monster, man.
I got that Cyborg from Teen Titans, and I liked it for the 5 minutes I had it in my hand, and I can't find it anymore.
Yeah, he's been using.
I got that one for my son, and I like that one. Like I hope that they do the other Titans in that style, because like that, I mean, like that was cool. That's another good release, you know. Like there definitely are winners here and there, and I've been hearing great things about Red Hood. I haven't got Red Hood yet because I canceled the 2-pack order and got the single carded. It's actually on the way from CMD store right now. But I'm really looking forward to it, and a lot of people have been saying great things about it. So I think that'll be another win.
I know
the important thing is he doesn't have molded in guns.
Yes, very much so.
I know Ernie's quiet because he just loves everything about this line, so he's very offended right now.
No, man, this is no way. I pass it all the time. I can't believe how much it sells out there. That Batman looks like the one, like I agree with Tony of saying that's that one that you had to get from the window because it was the last one. So it's all sun-ridden. Like it used to be red, but it was sitting in the window the whole time. And here you go.
It's been roasting in the sun that it just lost color.
Right. Yeah, exactly. The bubble's all yellow.
Yeah. It's all
car
faded.
even looks weird.
Dude, that shit was red, bro. I don't care what these... that was red when we saw it, man.
That's Todd's face when he's creating right there.
All these millions on that Kickstarter, and you can't even get a damn color right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this Grodd looks awesome, though. That looks really cool.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's a fantastic looking figure. I mean, there's no way around that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. All right, so do we delve into the video here? Do we know? Does anyone know?
He put up
what
another
was said?
video.
Yeah, there was one with the golden Batman.
Oh,
I haven't watched this yet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can play the audio on it. So, if none of us have watched it, then we really can't put our
Is that
input
one it?
on
Is
it.
that one it? Oh, that's the one that I posted, right? That he's rapping or something. He had the rapper hand.
Rapper.
Yo, all I saw was when I was fast forwarding, it was like he's putting up his fingers like in the camera, like yeah.
You know what though? I hope that when I'm, you know, as I get older, I hope I have Todd McFarlane energy. Like I want Todd McFarlane energy for forever.
I wonder.
The secret is wearing jewelry from the early 90s.
He looks like the fourth Beastie Boy.
He is have any of you guys ever had an opportunity to meet him?
Yeah, I've worked with him a few times actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's infectious.
Oh, he's great. He is a character. He's great. Like I think it like one of the greatest things about the DC license and then I guess pandemic and everything is how much Todd has been out there. You know,
Yep.
like he's been out there doing so much stuff. And while I think he's kooky, I respect him. I think he's great. He made $4 million in a Kickstarter campaign. He's doing something right, you know? Like,
Yep.
so I absolutely respect the dude, but he is like a true, like, you know, when you think of like a wacky artist, he is a wacky artist.
Oh, he's definitely a savant for sure.
Idiot, someone.
Oh,
Jesus, Dario.
Dario is on fire.
Dario said the fourth Beastie Boy.
Yeah,
I can't get
dude.
that out of my head
I'll never forget that.
now. No, I'm just waiting for it to be like, I like my figures articulation.
Yo.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you know what? You can't even hate this guy, man. You gotta love him, man. For real.
exactly. Like,
I'm joking around, but
He's an artist. I mean,
he's doing something that DC couldn't do for how many years that they had this line that they would
Yeah.
always fail. He's legit doing it though. Like what Adam said for the pandemic, and he came out swinging, bro. It's
Yep.
not stop figures. At least every month we're getting like new sets.
yeah, look at how many have been released this year alone. This line only started this year. Like,
Yeah,
They-
no joke. I
they-
mean, and some of them are sitting there, but at the end of the day, they're still getting bought up.
oh yeah, no, they move. They definitely move. So,
And you know what I like about it too? Like I at first like I'm like, oh man, all right, it's only gonna be Walmart. All right, it's gonna be hard to find. I don't see it at Target and stuff like that. But no, like slowly but surely, everybody's getting it. Zap Comics got that whole wave right there with that Grim Knight and Devastator and all that. I didn't buy any. I canceled my order, and when I looked at them, I was like, but it's cool that I saw them there, you know.
Yeah, the thing is, like, these niche characters that he's showing off, like, you know, all these Dark Knight's metal characters. Like, full disclosure, I'm not reading those books. I'm not invested in that story. The design of the figures are really cool, but like, you know, I can't buy everything. I got to be selective. But there are certain figures, so like that Devastator figure, you know, will they make a Doomsday at some point? Maybe. Like, you know, you don't really know, but that might be the closest thing we get to a badass Doomsday in that scale.
I mean,
So, I
to
picked
be
it up.
fair,
That's why
if
Ernie
you go
bought it.
outside if you go outside and pick up a rock, you might have the same Devastator.
Ooh.
Have you played with that thing yet though? It
No.
moved way better than it should. Like
my only real complaint on it is that it's too short. Other than that, I actually really enjoy
I
it.
saw it
It's
had
a
jaw
nice figure.
articulation too.
Dude, it's really a nice figure, but it's too short. Like, it needs to be at least an inch taller, and then it would be like money. For
This
sure.
one I'm excited. I want to see. I can't wait to see this in person. That Red Hood.
Yep.
I want to see that because that one looks nice.
Yeah, I've
is he
heard-
showing how he glued on the symbol?
Oh my god.
I think he is, right?
I think it's made out of felt.
Felt.
Oh, Toddy.
So
I love when he says stuff like, here, he comes with this batarang and you could glue it on the chest if you want. Like, it's like, why? Like, where do you come up with stuff like that?
nothing
while,
will be
while he's making up sound effects.
nothing will be. He's like, look, you can have him kiss his own foot. That's just a top for me. That put me over the edge. I'm like, nothing's gonna
But
top.
wait, he
like,
doesn't even say Cheney. Sorry, I don't mean to correct you, but I'm going to correct you.
please.
He said he can kick himself in the chest, and he started making the foot
kissing noises.
kick
yeah.
himself in the chest and making kissing noises
Yes.
while the foot was kicking the chest.
Yeah, I'll never
That's-
forget that. That was
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't wait to
That's,
see all the toy photography pictures of people posing him like that just to you
Oh
know,
my gosh.
make
Oh,
it a reality.
You're gonna see your post flooded with when the spawn starts getting in the mail. Everyone's gonna post it.
Mhm.
You're gonna see my for sale post. That's what you're gonna see.
Dude,
I'm
when
trying
you
to get
said
top dollar.
so when you said that after you chased those kids away the other night at Zap,
Oh.
No, Daryl legit had to chase some like rowdy kids away. It was great.
Oh, he told us about it. Yeah, he told us that he got wild. So what are your favorite lines that you collect, Eric? What's your mainstays? What is it like? Okay, I got to get this, and this.
So anything in the film verse for Marvel Legends. So
Okay.
that's kind of like the hottest thing, I guess you could say, for me right now. But the main part of my collection is 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figures. So the vintage collection, the 5 POA figures, I love those. I have like hundreds and hundreds of Star Wars figures. That's my main jam. I've been, I still have all of the figures that I had, when I was playing with them in the 90s. And just to show you how well that those those held together. But like I still have my original set of, Kenner Power of the Force from what was that, 96?
Mm-hmm.
With all the accessories, everything. So
Nice.
yeah, that's the majority of it. And then everything else I kind of just cherry pick. Like I'm really into horror, so I pick up the NECA figures that I just got the Ghostface, actually, the Ultimate Ghostface. But like I like some of the horror stuff, and I really like what Spin Master is doing with that 4-inch Batman line. So I collect those as well.
Nice.
Did you back the HasLab Razor Crest, and how did you feel after it exploded?
So yes, yes, I did. And I'll tell you my knee-jerk reaction. So watching the episode with my wife and daughter. My wife and daughter. So all three of us, when it happened, we all like screamed. That's like all did like a a funny like no when it happened. But mine was more so. My initial thought was like I just paid $350 for that. No. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? If I had paid $350 for like a Star Destroyer or a Death Star, like. Those things blow up all the time.
Yeah, the Razor Crest had way more screen time than the sail barge. So like that's I find it very funny that like that happened, but like I also don't see it as a reason to not have a toy of it.
No, absolutely not. It is an iconic ship. You want to see it, like you're hoping as somebody who takes dabbles in toy photography and like posing and setups and stuff, like you're hoping that like thinking when I get it next fall, like I wonder what they're going to be doing with it in season 3, like you just start thinking about it in terms of that, and it's like, well, now I only have 2 seasons of of things to like stage with it, but like it is it is a feat of a thing that they did with that ship. And again, like another successful crowdfunding thing that comes with like an insane amount of stuff. So I was heartbroken more for just kind of like my love of the ship, and that there's going to likely be no more of that ship.
Right.
Than I was like the last thing that it actually did not even cross my mind to like, I wonder if I can cancel my HasLab order. Like, that thought never crossed my mind. And I'm like, it makes me crazy that people even thought that, because it is an
cool.
iconic
It comes
ship.
with like the flying display base, like
we're gonna need Marvel to do some expanded universe stuff to explain the escape pod, though.
Yes.
Well, so
like,
that
cool escape pod
that lends credence to my thinking that they were not aware that it was going to see its end this season. I really don't think that they did, because I'm all of the design features and like all the things that the Razor Crest features inside is all stuff from season 1, like all of it. We didn't even see the weapons cache in season 2, or like most of the stuff that's inside that ship in season 2. It's all from season 1, and I bet that escape pod was probably in like the concept art for it.
That makes sense.
That's at least my guess. I can't imagine that they'd go through that entire endeavor knowing that like literal months after they were going to close the doors on it, the ship would be turned into dust. Like
that they're like a huge sigh of relief that it happened after the HasLab.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. Phone calls and text messages were sent big time like, Whoo, we barely just, whoo, man, that was a close one, right, guys? I can't believe they did that, number one, but number two, I'm glad we got out when we did. Whoo.
Yeah,
So
that was definitely a sigh of relief.
did you pre-order the new Slave One?
No, I am perfectly happy with my original Power of the Force Shadows of the Empire Slave One.
Oh, that's what's up.
Now,
with
was
the-
that actually a new one or just like a re-release of the one they put out before?
Re-release, straight up re-release.
They'll probably make a new one with the new paint job, right?
I mean, the Slave One has a little bit of different deco in the new, in the Mandalorian has a little bit more wear. I think more so this is the first time we got a real good look at the inside. So they might want to revisit what the actual inside of the Slave One looks like. But I would be surprised, maybe some redeco on the inside, maybe a new box, with the Mandalorian logo. But this is the one that's coming out is a straight up re-release of the one that's actually still out there. Like you can still find it at Best Buys and stuff, right?
Man, Boba's gonna have to like strap everything down or like nail everything down because everything's gonna fall off if he has shelves. The way that thing like goes up and down.
I think the idea is right that everything it's like a movie set that like the outside of the ship moves and the camera moves, but the cabin stays oriented the same way.
No, it was like on a spinner, like a ball thing.
Yeah, you could see all the innards moving around it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fun. It was cool.
let's we've got the expert, the Boba Fett expert here on the show. Ernie, how does this thing work?
No, you guys go ahead. That's cute with your 3 3/4 stuff.
Oh,
Damn.
You guys go ahead. That's fine. That was the first time that we saw it. So yeah, it was a trip to us in order to see actually how it works. And that was kind of my guess. Me and Toying Around had actually had a conversation about it. And it was really cool to have that. It is unfortunate though that we only get that re-release out there because yes, it is the same one that's been put out. This one had the paint deco and everything like that. So could it be our next HasLab for a Black Series scale, 6-inch scale? That'd be awesome.
That would be
That's a no.
That would be a great ship to do for a HasLab because it's impossible to put those. I think they learned their lesson with the TIE Fighter. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember when Toys R Us was going out of business, but like you could buy enough TIE Fighters to build a house with those boxes. I mean, they were so big, and nobody had room for them.
yeah.
I already know the next HasLabs. It's gonna be for the 3 3/4 scale a new what is it, Slave One? Right, with a new painted app, updated Boba, right, and with what's her name, Chung Li,
Fennec Shand, man.
yeah, with her. Watch, and that's gonna be the new one, and then they're gonna put it out in single
So
release.
So if I'm correct, this Slave One is this the one that they announced at Toy Fair early in the year? Because that was one of their releases, right? Or one of their announcements at Toy Fair was the Slave One, right?
Right. This is the one. It doesn't even come with Boba. It just comes with Han and Carbonite.
Yep.
That's the same one, right? It's the new paint deco. It's the one that I have hanging up in the corner because it's the largest one. So they redid the paint deco to it and everything, reuse that, and then put that out like this. It's just it hurts on a price tag when we got it cheaper beforehand,
Yeah, they did the same thing with the Falcon too, right? 'Cause
Right.
The Falcon now is like 400.
The Falcon's 400,
Yeah.
and that's the BMF. So
Yeah.
it's
Did you guys
it's
order
even hard
the
to.
helmet?
It's hard even when Dario puts it up that it's only 350 or even 3. Like that. That's even hard.
Yeah, it's an expensive ship. Like, and again, like I try not to go back and like replace things that I love that I already have. So like, if I have a figure from, either the Kenner or even like the early Hasbro days where I'm like, nah, that figure's good enough. Like, I won't get it again if they put it out, but like, it's tough, man, with the Falcon. Cause I still have that Power of the Force Falcon. That's, it's really not scale, it's too small, but But at the same time, I don't have the space to display a giant Millennium Falcon and the Razor Crest and a Slave One and whatever other ships that they put out. It's challenging, and I honestly feel terrible for the people that are collecting the in the 112 scale, because the idea of having play sets and ships and things is like it's a mammoth space issue.
Happy birthday, Kano Reviews. Have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great birthday. Glad we could share it with you for a little bit, sir.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
Anyone that's wondering, it's Kano Reviews just said he's leaving early. Okay.
Yeah.
Context.
Sorry.
Yeah, the ships and everything are cool. I want more in Black Series, and a good way to display also is, if you have the room, get some eye hooks and some clear fishing wire to display them actually hanging or in dogfights or anything like that. Like that's the best type of use for the bigger ones, and to have them in a display room that way. I mean, because if you have it on the eye hook, then you just bring it down, cut the wire, reuse some wire, and like that. But if that's a good space saver as far as if you have the room to do that.
So we got these images from Hot Toys that they're going to be doing. This is like the first one that I've seen so far of the Transport Trooper.
I've seen a lot of customs because it's really easy for everyone to make.
Well, yeah, you just grab a Mud Trooper and then you put the tank driver helmet on or whatnot.
Right.
Yep.
This is the one that they were dressed up as, right?
Yes, sir.
Brown eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, who is this dude?
Yeah, that's what it was. And Adam had called it that first day, is everybody can make this way easy. So that's cool.
How cool would it be if they had an unmasked head sculpt of what? Dijon? What's his name? Ding?
Bill Burr.
Din.
Oh,
Dario is
God.
on
Who?
fire today.
The mustard guy?
In chat, toying around, almost canceled Dario because he thought Chun-Li was racist, and then he realized that she actually was Chun-Li. Which I'm like, that was
He is Chun-Li.
just I know. It was just like that Dario is on fire tonight. It's great.
Kevin was all, whoa, man. That's
It's like, whoa.
Too much for Mario.
No,
Like,
she
whoa.
actually is Chun-Li.
She
actually
was
Mario,
typing
you
up
could've-
that
You could have also called her Mulan. That would have been the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
he's Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the voice of Mulan.
Yeah.
The
I never
original.
seen that movie.
Yep.
Come on, man. Kill him.
I know she was in Agents.
Yeah. Agents
Yeah.
of Shield. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't. What's that? I can't
Yeah,
remember her name
she-
in that. I want to
Dude,
say Kim or
she's
something.
Fennec going around kicking ass like that, and she's like 56.
Yeah, she's almost 60.
And she looks
57.
good, bro. Like, not gonna
Right,
lie,
that's
she's
what I'm
pretty
saying.
hot.
For reals.
Ming Na
Gotta
Wen.
Give it to her.
Whoa, Ernie. This.
Toying around just canceled you for not seeing Mulan, Dario. I gotta
It is
agree
a
with him there,
classic.
man. I gotta
It
agree
is
with him.
like it's on Disney Plus. Use your illegal version of Disney Plus that
You,
you
you
have.
can watch the live action or you can watch the cartoon. It's up to you.
No,
man.
I don't want to
Either one.
watch the Agent May. There you go, May. That's her name.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Jesse.
I really want now. I'm back to this Hot Toys figure because I really want this figure as an official release. Because yes, while I can make it, like I still prefer like having something that I could bring in the bathtub with me or something versus a custom painted thing that I have to be careful with.
Right.
I absolutely want this figure because that scene where he's taking on all of like the terrorist bandit guys
Mm.
was amazing. It was like the coolest long like fight sequence. So it's like I really hope that Hasbro is on it, and like I want Bill Burr and Din. Like
Yep.
I want both of them. So it would be great. And honestly, it would be really nice if they released it where it was like helmet and then both on mastheads, and like let me just buy two of the same figure and be done with it.
This is where I miss 2-packs. Like, put out a 2-pack
Yeah.
of the two of them with both unmasked heads. Because like, like the season 1, what's his name, Mayfeld, right? Bill Burr's character. A season 1 Mayfeld would be great with like that cool like shoulder blaster that he had, the Dash Rendar like shoulder blaster.
Mm-hmm.
But like it makes me miss 2-pack. Make a Black Series 2-pack. Do the sculpts large size, scale them down for the 3 3/4 inch figures too. Put out two packs of the two of them as the transport troopers and make everybody happy. Like that thing would sell like crazy.
And if only
Or-
Black Series actually did something the fans wanted.
I was just gonna say, or what they could do is just put out one of just the trooper where you can't take the helmet off, so you got to kind of like wing it, and then put it out later with one head sculpt, and then re-release it again with a different head sculpt. That sounds more like what they would do.
And then release it again carbonized.
Carbonized.
Yes.
Yeah, that last somebody just who was that? Vern's Hobbies. The last 2-pack got clearance. The Akbar and First Order officer. Yeah, but that's not fair. Toys R Us was going out of business. And that thing was only at Toys R Us.
I don't know. Me and Ernie saw a whole bunch of them at ours, right, Ernie?
Oh yeah,
That
Yeah,
was
they
the
just sat
only
there
Star
for a
Wars
while.
figures there, but
yeah, because that wasn't the Akbar that we wanted, and then yeah, like that whole movie wave just sat there.
mm-hmm,
Oh yeah,
I
that's
mean-
right. That was the green. It was like the green military outfit Akbar.
mm-hmm.
To be fair, and I know Ernie's not gonna like this comment, but to be fair, after all the announcements that Star Wars made, I think the figures. I mean, I hope the figures will get better with all the stuff. Because look at the stuff. They're putting out a bunch of the Mando things, and it's selling because it's the hottest thing out right now. No one cared about, like, the fans hated these movies that came out, the sequel trilogy. We don't see anything else. So hopefully with the announcement of the new shows and the stuff they put out, make Star Wars a little bit more relevant other than Mando.
True,
That's what I'm hoping for.
true.
It's a good thing you're only on here sometimes.
I don't know. I agree with him, So.
I know, but that's why you guys get along so well, because two people can be wrong together and they think they're right.
Well, two wrongs make a right. So
Yeah,
They
right,
do,
exactly.
they do make
Right.
it right, yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can save all that for RLU chat. If you want real Star Wars news, and go over to Sarlacc. And
go to the weekly show and you can hear
Right there.
all the
I
greatest.
like
things.
that this episode is going to end with everyone just quitting.
Guys, it's been nice. Thank you for having me.
Every single one of us just does a mic drop at the end of the episode.
No, it was funny because I bought like two Black Series this morning. Actually, I
Hey, I got my Mud Troopers with the mess on their pants.
yep. I got one of those this morning, and then
I don't even know why I ordered them. I think I ordered them because you guys were like, "Yo, I can't find them." So I was like, "All right, let me get it."
Yeah, they've been restocking those, which is cool. I have noticed that a lot of these companies they've been, they upped the order obviously because like especially NECA, like the Krang and the Splinter stuff, like everyone's been finding them. They've been, what's the word, Ernie?
Plentiful.
Yes, plentiful. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Yes, yeah, and it makes it it makes it kind of fun again when you could walk into the store, an hour after it opens and actually find something.
Imagine
Yeah.
that.
Oh man,
Mine was midday for all you guys, and that was a great feeling to know that I was able to hunt them down and find them for you guys and get them and like that. Especially midday.
Mhm.
I mean, they were.
Ernie.
One was, Corinne got in a fight with the dude. I was able to get one. And the other ones I found sitting behind the counter. Somebody was trying to stash them, and I snagged those up. So, I mean, you're still actually hunting out there, but it is a great feeling to know that they are there.
Yeah.
Speaking of finding stuff, my friend is in Arizona, like visiting some family, and I got a Krang and a Splinter 2-pack from NECA.
Nice.
Oh, for real? Nice.
I'm so excited, and I think I just bought one from What did I get? I just sent money to somebody. Damn, I can't
Me?
remember.
Me? The story I just told? you?
Ronald Ramos. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh,
The
damn,
story I just told. So you got like
man.
4.
Damn. All right, I gotta stop because
Right.
I get excited when someone shows me a picture. I'm like, get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
I'll send
Ernie,
it out tomorrow.
Ernie on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Damn.
Yeah, Arizona's like a hot hunting ground. It seems like
It is.
It's nuts how stuff hits there before everywhere else.
It hits there, and then it seems like it'll kind of sit there too, like because people will post like, oh, like in the afternoon sometimes they found all that stuff, and you're like, what?
Right.
It doesn't happen over here. Like you got to be like, if you want to find scraps or anything, like where me and Ernie are, like you got to be there when the doors open. It's exhausting and it's horrible, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not fun.
Is it the same where you and Dario are?
Oh yeah, it's rough. So like I post it all the time. The Riverdale, New Jersey Walmart and Target. That's my normal haunt. There are some days where I'm there for like actually there for not toy stuff, and there's already a line outside. And I'm like, what the hell was that? I host a toy podcast. I don't even know what you people are here for.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's wild.
I was at Target this morning, and I'm walking, and I see this line of people. Just oddly enough, like in the front of the store, and I'm like, what the heck? And like it goes like kind of like halfway, like through like the women's clothing and like down and around the corner, and I'm like, what are they lined up for? And I look over, and the lady that stocks the collectible cards, like the Pokemon cards and stuff like that, she's stocking that stuff. And I walk over there, and I'm like, is that line for you? And she's like, oh, no, it's not for me. She's all, it's for the cards. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And she's like, yeah, tell me about it. She's like, and a couple of those guys will follow me to every store I go to get the cards that I put out.
Oh, boy. Pokemon cards back and hotter than ever.
Dude.
And in a bad way, too, because it's not like they're actually collecting the cards. They're trying to look for certain cards that are going for like hundreds online.
Yeah, they're flipping, man.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy right now.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was like, it was just all these dudes in line. And I'm like, what's going on over here? And I was like, oh, wow. Because I remember I had seen that lady before, and I was looking for one of those like world's smallest, I think it was like He-Man or G.I. Joe, right? And I'm over there, and I'm just like, is this where you put it or whatnot? She's like, I can't do any of the card stuff or blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I'm not here for cards. And she's like, oh, thank God. And I'm like, okay, she's like, there's people, these guys are crazy about the cards. And I'm like, I just want that little tiny He-Man over there. I'm like, I'll take the Skeletor too.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Super Impulse stuff by me yet. The world's smallest.
I've seen a couple, not a lot.
They're a lot of fun. I got a bunch of them, and then I put them in a little bin with a bunch of other props, and yeah, I'm glad
they look cool, but I don't like the packaging. Like the little figure is cool, but the package that comes with the little figure is like so big.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
cool.
that.
It's cool for toy photography though. Like there's something funny about having like a He-Man holding a little He-Man.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but exactly. But outside the packaging though, like it's not like you could keep it in the packaging because it's overly sized. Like I saw a Bumblebee and I was gonna get it, and I was like, I don't want to open it. I'll lose it.
No, that would go right in a little Tupperware container.
Yeah.
Little Tupperware container filled with little action figures.
All right. Well, I think we're about out of time. So, where can we keep up with you, sir?
So you can find Adventures in Collecting wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search for Adventures in Collecting. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at AIC_podcast.
All right. Dario, you have anything else you want to add, sir?
Is this the last show of the year?
No, tomorrow is.
Oh, today's Tuesday? Oh, okay. All right. I got to try and hop on tomorrow then.
Okay. You're more than welcome anytime you want.
Is that okay, Ernie?
Yeah. Let me hold on. I need to turn to December 23rd contract page. Yes, you're good. Yeah. You're able to.
Adam, anything else you want to add, bud?
No, I'm playing with myself.
All right. And Ernie.
Yes.
Is there anything? Is there anything you'd like to add before we head out, sir?
No, I'm ready to take us home.
All right, take it home, Captain.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Remember to follow each other on Instagram. Thank you, Chat Migos, for being here. We know it's the holidays and you didn't have to, but you were. Oh, look at that. Thumbs down. Thanks a lot to you. You're so awesome. Oh, man. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it. You're the freaking best. I hope you choke.
Oh, come on! It
thank
all
you. I'm just kidding.
it all works in the algorithm. It helps
Right,
us.
your watch.
so-
Look at
Ooh, 2 thumbs down. Yeah, baby.
Right.
At least you're still listening.
right. That's what you
Show's
don't
over, Papa. It don't matter no more.
get.
Oh my gosh!
We're just kidding. Happy
I'm not.
holidays. Merry Christmas.
Cheney
We are.
has dropped his microphone now.
You wanted a mic drop. I was just kidding. God. No, thank you guys very much. We greatly appreciate everybody for being here. Remember to go follow Adventures in Collecting. Thank you for being our guest today. Much love to the Chat Migos and everybody. If you want to continue the talk, remember to check out our Facebook group. Don't forget, there's also the 24/7 Discord. Man, I love that Discord. That just
You never post.
You're
I
never
go
in
in there
there.
all the time.
right. And so go check out the Discord. That's way awesome.
Oh,
Under
jeez.
other
I didn't
names.
mean to upset you.
I love it. No, I'm saying it is. It's the Discord. It's awesome. That's like the 24/7. You guys go off on all sorts of different ones in there. And I'm not, because I already told you guys, I'm old. I get lost. I get lost in the Discord.
Oh,
I will.
so
I will say
easy.
the Discord confuses me because
Yeah.
people's names don't match. So it's like people
Right.
have names as Chat Migos, names on Facebook, names on Instagram, and then names in the Discord. And I don't.
Right.
If it's not the same, then yeah, I don't know that I know you're the same person.
right. But that's always there. If you guys need it, hit up Urban Spidey. I'm sure he'll post it up again because I see Vern's asking for it. Check out our Toy Migos Facebook group because that is on there. Don't forget www.toymigos.com. Follow us on Toy Migos everything from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Toy Migos everywhere, please. And follow Cheney 180, The Fallen Fett, 80s Baby, Playing with Myself, Sergeant Bananas, and don't forget about Mortal Ruin and The Cursed Dead. We got one more show before the holidays are over, so we thank you guys. Please come back and join us tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. We greatly appreciate you, Chat Migos. Thank you for the love. Thank you for stopping by. We got one more to go, and we will make it worth it.
Yeah. The Butter Baron wants to know where his love is.
Oh, he's always got love. Don't forget Twine Around. Check it out. This dude even wants to go out on Christmas.
I know
With
he's.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's-
did you see that on
He's
Christmas
a
Eve?
diehard. Yeah.
Right? I was like, this guy.
Dude. Yeah.
All right. So go check him out as his kids are crying and he's opening up their gifts live on the air. Who's that? Sitting on a stick of butter. That's what I would do.
You get a stick of butter. You get
You get a stick of butter. Everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Not for me. Stop fighting. We're not
Oh.
fighting.
No, we
I got
never
love.
fight here.
Why are mommy and daddy fighting?
Right. That's what they're always saying.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for hopping on with us, Eric. We will definitely, you're more than invited to come on any other time you want. So just let us know.
Awesome. Yeah, it was a blast chatting with you guys. So and chatting with everybody in the chat. So yeah, I'll definitely be back if you guys will have me.
All right. Sounds good. Well, as always, I'm Cheney 180.
I'm the Fallen Fett. Sassy as all get out.
I'm the Marvel fanboy 80s, baby.
And I'm playing with myself.
And remember, guys, they're
Star
not.
Wars is everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, is that the new sign off?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got one. It's not
Uh,
articulated. It's McFarlane.
oh, boy.
If it's not articulated, it's not.
Remember, guys, they're not dolls.
Plus Ultra.